everyone, and welcome back to Pyschogambitable Plays Spyro the Dragon. I'm pyschogambitable, the average gamer, playing for the average gamer. In the last episode, we started Nasty's world. We finished Gnorc Cove and Twilight Harbor, and now we're about to go into Nasty Gnorc's actual world, his level. We're gonna face the Gnorc himself. We also talked a little bit about Civil War and it's Batman versus Superman, or Superman versus Batman, however you want to, say it. Let's go and take care of Nasty. Now, I'm sure you guys heard that lovely laughter there. Yes, the thieves are back. And this time they're holding keys. Now, the trick of Nasty's fighting Nasty himself, you can see there's sort of a keyhole here. And let's just get our gems here. And there's another keyhole here. So you have to catch the thieves to unlock different sections of Nasty's world, or sorry, Nasty's level, before you can fight Nasty himself. So let's go and track down the thief. We're just going to take some time and get all the gems first before we actually, go into try-hard mode and to get the thief. So this is what makes Nasty's boss battle a little bit longer than it really should be. He's not that hard of a boss. He barely hurts you. But it's just the fact that you have to chase down these thieves is what takes, a really long time. But even then, they're not that difficult. Right there, I just got our first one. So we're going to take our key, we're going to hop down here, or sorry, we'll go back over here, and we're going to unlock this area. So that way we can get our next key for Nasty Gnorc himself. And again, we're just going to take our time to get these gems first, and then we'll go back and start actually trying to get the thief. Whoop. So this is a little bit of a longer chase section here, obviously. Whoop. Let's get that, get these. And now we can just safely go and start chasing down, or sorry, not safely, but rest at ease and chasing down our thief here, so that way we don't have to get more gems. So now we're just gonna loop back around to go get Nasty. Now the only problem with this level is that unlike with most levels where you can sort of tell when you can go back and try and find all the gems. Once you beat Nasty, you have to play through the entire battle again in order to try and track down the gems. So it's worthwhile taking your time and making sure you get all the gems before you actually go and try and fight Nasty himself. So we're just gonna go and grab these. Nasty himself has, I want to say 100 gems on him, so if you're or somewhere around there, maybe more. So as long as you're getting close to, what's the level at? 500. So as long as you're getting close to like 400 or 500, you're good. Is it? Does he have? Pretty sure he has 25ers on him. I don't know for sure. He might only have 10s. But we'll see once we sort of get through here. Chase him down. Come back here. I think I'm pretty good. He might have more. He might have 125 on him because he is such a he is the boss. He is the final boss of our Let's Play here. Let's chase him down. Basically, you want to get as close to him as possible. Once he gets up onto this platform, we're gonna flame him. He drops a 25 there. So yeah, he only has 100 gems on him. So I was right the first time. And he's gonna his weight here is gonna cause these to start sliding in. So you do need to kind of move a little bit quicker. I'm not moving quick enough here. But he is not a hard boss in the least. As you can see here, once we get up here, he's not gonna have anywhere else to go. All we have to do is flame him, and there we go. That is Nasty Gnorc in 4 minutes and 20 seconds. And less, because...
Sorry I took so long. I kind of forgot about you.
What about Nasty Gnorc?
Nasty Gnorc is toast.
So now there's order again in the Dragon Kingdom?
Well, mostly. I've still got some treasure to pick up.
What will you do next?
I'd say the sky's the limit.
Sorry, Spyro interrupted me. And here we are at the credits here. Can I skip this one? No? Okay. We're gonna take some time and listen to the music. Actually, I might just either fast forward through this part or or skip it altogether. We'll see how long the bonus level takes me. Fortunately, it doesn't actually let me skip for pressing buttons. I probably have fast forward through the credits there, but just left it long enough so you can read that little last bit there. So now we're gonna save our last dragon, and this is gonna open up our bonus world.
Nasty ancient history now. So, what's in there?
I believe this is Nasty's treasure hoard. But the gate will not open until you have found everything in the Dragon Kingdom. Come back when you have reached 100%.
I have now reached 100%, and Nasty's treasure hold opens up. This is why we 100% the game as we're going through it, so that way we don't have to go back and get stuff. We are now at 12,000 gems, and we are gonna go get the rest of our gems here. So this is a flying level. Our flight is unlimited, but we have height limitations. So we don't have to glide or anything. This is pretty much like a flying level. We can only go as high as the highest point that we take off of. So for example, if I take off from here, I can continue going at this height, but I can't go any higher. So the point of this area is obviously to get all the gems, but also so we need to chase thieves to get these locked doors open so we can reach higher areas to get even more gems. Whoop! I just went straight to the ground. So we're gonna go ahead and get this guy. And these ones are really tricky. These are the guys where you start to see the slingshot effect, where as soon as you start getting close to them, they kind of go get faster and get away from you there. Really, you want to try and get them as you're going around turns, because they don't turn very quickly, as you notice. They slow down around the turns, and once they're in a straightaway, they start to pull away from you. Oh my gosh! There we go. At last. Alright, so we're gonna get these 25ers. Make sure we get everything on this level before we proceed up to the next one. There is a couple of rockets just kind of hanging around. So there are some chests that we have to blow up. Just gonna fly over here to make sure we get anything. This world, even in the disc version that I have, lots of lag. That doesn't change. So we've got everything on this level, so let's go on up to the next level by opening this door. So we're not getting very much height here, we're just going to go a little bit higher. But eventually we will get to the point where we can pretty much glide to any point we want to, just based on the height that we're going to get. So let's get this. Now even though I didn't take off from that point, I can still get back up there because I have reached that point, right? Yes. So because I've reached that point, even though I didn't take off from it, I can still, go as high as that. I'm gonna be careful with how high I go, because that's where I find I start getting really laggy, is if I go to the maximum height that I can. So in order to avoid that, I'm just gonna try and keep, not, at the bottom, but not too close to the top. This thief is annoying, because he likes to change directions on you. But not as hard as the one that, around that little bend there, so let's... I'm pretty sure I probably could have hit him with one of these, but oh well. Now we'll get this real quick. I believe I told you it was 20,000 gems. I'm not going to double check that, because I'm going to leave it as a surprise of what the actual amount is here, but let's go ahead up to our next level. which I believe we're going to be chasing, yep, our first airplane guy. So let's go hop up here so we can get up even higher. Yeah, the music kind of slowing down there because it's lagging. There's that guy. Get him. There we go. So thankfully, when we're fighting those guys, we get the keys right away because they just kind of land on us. I'm assuming, or something along those lines. Normally they leave the rockets for last, but I'm just gonna grab this one because it's right here, anyways. And now let's get this guy. We've got one more airplane guy, and then I think we'll be up to our highest point that we can go to. Woo! Let's go down here. We get to chase this guy through here. Try and be careful about not landing into the, I'm gonna assume lava. Or lava, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know what the green stuff is. I'm assuming it's acid. Yeah, it's the, you know, the staple of the Gnorc world. Lava and acid. Delicacies. They get very insulted if you offer them obsidian. Woo! Or if you're Game of Thrones fans, dragon glass. I'm not catching up to this guy very well. I like to stay closer to the bottom when I'm chasing this one, just because I don't know, it feels like I'm going faster if I'm lower. But you do eventually catch up to him as many times as you have to loop. That time he's not going back up because there's no point. We're too close to him for him to be able to do that and still stay ahead of us. So come on. Come on, you know you want to die. Come on. Come down here. Oh, come here, you fricker. Oh. Oh, 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 I thought I was drowning. No. Well, that was horrible. That was all sorts of bad. So like I said, I think in the last one, why I held off doing Nasty until this episode. Even though this does take me a little bit longer, I mean, it's taking me longer than Nasty's, at least. It is still a very short little area, because I'm pretty sure, like, once I unlock this next door, I'm going to be as high as I can go. And that means that all I have to do is run around and collect the rest of the treasure. Yeah, so this is as high as you can go, so we just can take off from here. Unfortunately, in this world, there are no sparks, sorry, some butterflies or sparks, so I just kind of have to hope that I don't land in the I almost call it lacid. We're just gonna go around and get all these guys first, before actually going and getting the gems from the lockboxes. And I'll just fly around a bit. I think that's the last of them. Let's do this. Get up here. And get these ones right over here. And now we're getting to the last part of this place, where all these lovely 25 gems are. And now we're gonna set this up. Look at all those 25 gems. So I may have been wrong. I actually don't think it's 20,000. I think, or if the grand total is 20,000, I'm starting to think now it's only 14. I'm a liar again. Oh, I'm so ashamed. I don't know nothing about my favorite game, or one of my favorite games. But here we go. We've got a whopping 2,000 gems, bringing our total up to 14,000. So I was wrong. It's not 20,000. But there's a 2 in there, so you know what? I'll take it. I mean, the total for Nasty's World. And we get one final cutscene for you guys here, so let's have a gander.
Spyro the Dragon, you've defeated Gnasty Gnorc, collected the dragon eggs, saved all the dragons, and recovered every bit of treasure in the Dragon Kingdom. How do you feel?
I feel fired up, Bob. And I'm happy for the dragon world, of course. I certainly wouldn't want to spend the rest of my dragon days butting heads with nasty Gnorc and his weird minions.
What's a minion?
Never mind. You know what they say. For every good battle, you need a good adversary. And I felt that Nasty, in spite of his misguided nature, was a worthy opponent. Uh-oh. Here we go again!
Playing basketball with the sheep. But there you have it. That is everything in Spyro the Dragon, the first game of the original trilogy. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did making this. I still love this game. As frustrating as I was getting with it, I love this game. And I still will love it. I do still think that's a new record for me for how quickly I've gone through a video game. So, yeah. So, with this game, I'm going to take a little bit more a moment to talk about more about this channel. So, starting next week, I am going to be, well, obviously not the week that this is coming up, this is going to be put up for you guys to watch, but the week following me recording this, I'm going to be starting the Final Fantasy 1 game. And then after that, I think I'm for sure going to do Spyro Ripto's Rage to the second one. And then I'll do Final Fantasy 2. And then I still don't know for sure what I'm going to do after Final Fantasy 2. If I'm going to do a newer game or if I'm going to stick with the trilogy here. But let me get, you guys have pretty much 3 games to go through before we have to get to that point. So let me know what you guys think, if you want me to play a newer game or if you want me to continue with Spyro. I'm, all ears. And we're just going to revel in us ending this game with the end credits here and all the dragon voices. Obviously not as long as the first time round. But again, thank you guys so very, very much for watching and for any feedback that you have left. I do greatly appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.